Good evening, Lukey3262 here from theshavingcadre.com. How are you guys doing tonight? Hope you're doing great. I'm doing an evening shave. Had ourselves a wonderful Memorial Day weekend. Had a bunch of family over for a big barbecue and just had a great time. And got back to the daily grind for the last couple days and looking forward to a shave. So tonight I'm gonna shave with my 10th TDS shaving soap, the TDS Note of Sandalwood shaving soap. It is quite nice. You definitely have the sandalwood and a little bit more of the florals to go along with it. And that's my lightest description. I think there may be some tonka bean. But again, I don't have the description in my head, but the description for this will be in the description of the video. So that's the soap for today. The aftershave is going to be Captain's Choice Sandalwood. I think it matches pretty well. It's not as floral, but I think it's a good, solid aftershave. Picked that sandalwood up with, I think in a trade with Spider from theshavingcadre.com. And the balm tonight is going to be the art of shaving sandalwood. So we've got a sandalwood theme, and you know, the soap's red, so why don't we go with a red themed razor. So tonight's shave is with a Morris Mfg. Classic straight razor. It's a 133. The 133 is the full hollow version. The 132 is the wedge version. And there were about 4 companies that made the Red Imp. You have Morris Manufacturing, you have Case, you have Ludo, and I'm thinking maybe Geisen and Forstaff, but I can't think for sure off the top of my head who the 4th company is. They didn't produce as many, or at least as many in my region of Missouri, and I just haven't seen as many. They're great razors. The only problem is the earlier versions, the scale shrank, especially on the Case variants. So the scales would shrink and then end up shrinking all the way up onto the blade, and it was completely unusable. Most of the blades I've found that had shrinkage, actually it either damaged the blade or you had to cut the pin off to get the scales off. So anyway, thankfully the Morris variants, they're beautiful shavers and they look great. Unfortunately, I couldn't find my 132, my wedge. I wanted to shave with it tonight. I think that it's still packed away in a box that I haven't found yet, but we'll see. I've got lots of straights. I'll survive. So my brush tonight is going to be a brush that I picked up from a razor and shaving soap lot from a lady a while back, and I've used it a few times. This is a Art of Shaving Badger brush with the real horn handle. I think it's a 20 or a 22. I think it's a 22 millimeter, maybe a 20. But it looks like it's good. I think I've used it once or twice. It might just still have a hint of that that badger scent left to it, but oh well. All right, so let's get started, shall we? I keep thinking maybe I should get myself one of those sprayers like Cutthroat Kirk has. I see him using the sprayer in his videos to wet his face. That might be a little bit more quiet than using a faucet on high, but faucet works so far, but looks like it works well for Kirk. But doing a 35-second load like I usually do. And the soap's really opening up. I mean, it smells good out of the bowl, but once you start putting the brush to it, it really starts to open up for you. Now, this soap I have used, or at least a variation of this soap. I used it about 2 years ago. I received it in a package from my sister-in-law from Belarus, and I used it a few times. It was nice, but I ended up giving it off to a friend. Handing it off to my friend Major Rich, who I'm going to challenge to bust that Sandalwood TDS shaving soap out and use now. So Rich, your next shave, you should pull that out and give it a try. I know Rich tried some of the other TDS soaps and from the pass around, and he seemed to like it. Now, my pre-shave for today was my standard Sterling pre-shave along with the TDS pre-shave conditioner. It's been working out well, but I am almost out of the Sterling pre-shave. So, listeners or watchers, YouTubers, if you guys have a great pre-shave soap that you use, let me know. I mean, I'm sure somebody's going to come back and say, oh, just use soap, regular soap will work. But, you know, I like usually a mentholated soap or something that's got a bunch of extra skin goodies in it that I can leave on my face for a good, you know, 2 or 3 minutes before I get out of the shower. So, so friends, if you can, please drop that in the comments section so that I can take a look at some of the other pre-shave soaps out there. I know some of those pre-shave soaps, they're basically shaving soaps, but that'd be cool too. I could test it as a pre-shave and a shaving soap. But anyway, thanks in advance, guys. All right, typical TDS, working up real well. I'm gonna give it a little bit more water. Don't know that it needs too much more. It's getting pretty yogurty. I think we're gonna call it with that. It looks like the Badger brush may be shedding a little bit, but it's still very young. I think it's, like I said, I think I only ever have used it maybe twice. Oh yeah, there's a badger here. Yeah, some of these badgers, I don't know. Sometimes I wonder about the quality of the Art of Shaving stuff. And again, I've never bought any Art of Shaving stuff from the store. I've always picked it up secondhand, new. Actually, I bought a bunch of Art of Shaving stuff from a former employee who bought a bunch of stuff on closeout when the store closed down. But anyway, I digress. I have 3 of their brushes. They all shave fine, but they do seem to shed a lot. Eating a little soap. I think Kirk ate a little soap in his last video from the Cutthroat Journey. Ooh, I hope I said that right. Hope it's the Cutthroat Journey. I'm sure he'll let me know. And this edge that I'm using tonight, it has a fantastic Escher edge on it. I probably put this Escher edge on it maybe 4 years ago. And I haven't used the razor like exclusively or anything, but I've used it quite a lot and never touched it up. So far as I can remember anyway. Now that the soap is kind of perfumed my face a little bit, it's got a really nice spa scent to it. I mean, I like the sandalwood. It's kind of subdued by comparison to a bunch of sandalwoods you try, and it's nice. It's nice. Much more like a spa scent for sure. I enjoy it though. It's just an absolutely excellent razor from a fantastic Solingen maker. I suspect that Morris Manufacturing was likely making razors for a bunch of different companies. There's the Morris Sculpta, and there's several other razors that just they bear a lot of similarities. Granted, I mean, they're all made in Solingen, and you know, eventually a lot of the razor designs pretty well coalesced into this shape somewhere around the 1960s. I mean, this shape is for the most part what a double duck looks like, double duck special one. So I mean, there's been questions if the double duck was made by them. I mean, we've heard that double ducks were also possibly made by Case at some point. But anyway, Morris Manufacturing, every razor I've used by them, including the Sculpta, and I think there's I think I had a Black Demon. Maybe that was made by Morris as well. I think it was Black Demon. Apparently there were several razors made back in the day with the name Demon on them, or Imp, or there was Fairy and Pixie and Angel, and you name it, they had a razor named after it pretty much. But I do like my red Imp. And like like I said, if I can find my 132, that's an awesome shaver too. Whew. I just shot some lather like a rocket across the room. Make the wife happy, get her dish all wet, or soapy. All right, pass number 2. I just got a fresh haircut. I'm really hoping that I'm cutting my sideburns well. I'm shaving blind today, so it's 10:30. Didn't feel like putting the contacts back in. I will tell you this razor, if you don't give it the respect it deserves, it likes to bite. I've been bit by this particular razor at least twice. What else is going on with us? We're looking at planning a vacation to go to Tennessee. We started talking about that this weekend. Not 100% sure when we're going to be doing it, but kind of thought it'd be cool to check out Pigeon Forge. I've heard people talk a lot about Pigeon Forge, and though I hear it's a tourist area. She bit me a little bit there. Check out the Smoky Mountains. Really considering Dollywood. I'd never really thought about that much, but I hear it's a lot like Silver Dollar City here in Missouri, which is a really cool place. If I remember reading somewhere, maybe this is wrong, but I think at Dollywood, I think they have an actual steam locomotive that you can go for a ride on. That would be cool. My son would love. Love, love, love that. Wow. Don't know if it's the soap or the razor itself. I got a really smooth shave already. Haven't even gone against the grain on my lips or across the grain on my chin. And I'm feeling smooth already. Maybe there's a little anise in this. Maybe that's what I'm picking up. Maybe just a little bit of licoricey scent. I could be completely wrong. Like I said, I'll post the description of the scent. I like it. Really interesting take on the sandalwood note for sure. It's not that traditional like super woody in your face scent. Well, I better hurry up. It sounds like I'm about to miss evening tea with my wife. Sorry guys, not too talkative this last half of the video. Trying to protect my vital bits by not talking so much. Hoping I don't give myself a scar today. I mean, this one, it's screaming sharp. Looks like I gave myself a few weepers on my upper lip. Not anything out of the normal, but there's basically nothing left. That's it, guys. All right. Yeah, so if you're out in the antique shops watching for razors, fantastic vintage razor to pick up is this Red Imp by Morris Manufacturing. If you can find yourself a case Red Imp with nice scales on it, pick that up too. Those are great. But I have an affinity for this one. I picked it up, if I remember right, I'm pretty sure I do, new old stock, at an antique store long time ago, probably 6-7 years ago. Still has all the paint in it, but awesome razor. All right. Do a rinse off. That's just a full-on BBS, guys. Perfect. I think I got a weeper or two on my neck. I think I got an ingrown hair, a little one right there, and a couple of little ones there on my lip, which is totally normal. Okay, I'm gonna go throw on some Thayer's Cucumber Witch Hazel. Not too much going on this week. We taking the kiddo to the babysitter until daycare starts. Or not daycare, until summer school starts here in a couple weeks. What else? Be busy with working on our house. Trying to save for vacation, you know, try not to buy so many razors and things like that. I'm sure that's where the Red Imp 132 is. It's probably on Irina's bedside in her drawer, ready to cut me if I bring home anything else. Yeah, really like that. Captain's Choice Sandalwood really pairs well. That's perfect. I think that's a perfect pair for this soap. Maybe isn't quite as floral as the sandalwood note from TDS, but it's great. And then the Art of Shaving Balm. I'd like to take some time, and I should have done it earlier in the shave. Wow. Explosion. Just shot balm all over the place. I'd like to take a little time to talk about the shaving cadre real quick. Awesome place to visit if you are at all interested in the wet shaving arts. If you want to learn how to hone, you want to learn how to shave, you want to meet some really cool dudes that like to hang out and talk about shaving, that's the place. And also, we got a bunch of guys doing videos, like the Cutthroat Journey, Kirk, and then we've got Scuttle Soap, Finster Shaves, Spider Shaves, Long Haul Tanker, Handlebarber Dave. He's got a bunch of great tutorials on straight razor shaving. And then there's, of course, Nurse Dave. You know, he's sponsored by Ombre's Barbershop, owned by Barber Dave. Check out theshavingcadre.com. Fun place. Check out our videos. Great. Please like and subscribe. That's my shave for tonight. Always good to hang out with you guys. I guess I'll shave with you later. Take it easy.